All right, good morning. What's going on, everybody? It's your guy back again with another set of NBA best bets. And today's slate is one you definitely don't want to sleep on. We've got 3 high confidence plays backed by data, trends, and matchup advantages. And I'm breaking it all down so you know exactly why we're taking these. And real quick, if you're not already on Novig, you're missing out. You can spend $5 and get $50 free using code NIGHT10. Link is in the bio. Take advantage of that while it's still live. Now let's zoom out for a second and talk about the bigger picture. At this stage of the NBA season, we're seeing a few key things. Star players getting heavier minutes, role players either stepping up or completely disappearing, and most importantly, matchups matter more than ever. This is where a lot of bettors get it wrong. They just look at averages, but we're going deeper. Pace of play, defensive schemes, usage rate, and recent rotation. And that's how you find the edge. That's exactly what we're doing today. Going on with our first play, we got Trey Jones over 21.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Now on the surface, this already looks like a good play, but when you really break it down, it's even stronger. Over his last 10 games, Trey is averaging 27.3 PRA, and that's not inflated by one game. He's been actually consistently in that 24 to 30 range. That tells you something important. His production is stable and not volatile, and that's exactly what you want in a prop like this. Right now, Trey Jones is essentially the engine of this offense. His usage rate has quietly gone up, and more importantly, he's initiating the offense. He's handling the ball more. It's getting consistent minutes in the high 20s to low 30s. That combination equals opportunity. And opportunity is everything when it comes to PRA. Now let's talk the matchup, because this is where things really open up. He's going up against a defense that struggles against point guards, allows dribble penetration, and gives up a high number of assists. They're also bottom tier in rebounds allowed, which is huge because guards like Trey can sneak in 4 to 6 boards easily. So what does that mean? He has multiple paths to hitting this number: scoring, playmaking, rebounding. You're not relying on just one category. That lowers your risk significantly. Another thing I like here is the game script. This projects to be a competitive game, which means Trey should see full minutes, no early benching, no weird rotation cuts. In the close games, the ball is in his hands, and even more late in the fourth quarter, which is huge for PRA. One more thing, if you look at this PRA line over the past couple weeks, it's been slowly creeping up. Books are adjusting, but they still might be a step behind. When you catch a player in that window where performance is rising faster than the line adjusts, that's where the value is. And I think we're still in that window with Trey Jones. So for me, this is a high confidence over. Let me know, do you think Trey keeps the streak going, or is this the game he cools off? And this is something I always tell people: don't just bet numbers, bet situations. Trey Jones is in a situation right now where he has trust from the coaching staff. He has a defined role, and he's also playing with a lot of confidence. That matters more than people think. Confidence equals aggression. Aggression equals stats. All right, if you're rocking with the content so far, go ahead and hit that like button. Really helps push these videos out. Don't forget to use the code NIGHT10 on Novig before tip-off. Drop your picks in the comments too. Always check to see what you guys are on. All right, going on to second play, Cedric Coward under 23.5. This is all about defensive resistance and consistency trends. First off, he's gone under in this line in 8 of his last 10 games. That's not random, that's a pattern. And when you see a consistent under trend like that, you have to ask, is this the line too high? In this case, I think it is. Now, here's a real reason the play stands out. Phoenix Suns defense, they don't just defend well, they defend smart. They limit transition opportunities, force half-court sets, rotate extremely well on defense. That's bad news for PRA, because PRA thrives on fast pace, open looks, easy rebounds, and Phoenix takes that all away. When a team like Phoenix controls the pace, it creates what I call a stat suppression effect. Fewer possessions equal fewer opportunities. So even if Coward plays decent, he might only get 10 to 12 points, limited assists, and fewer rebound chances. That makes it really hard to reach 24 PRA. Now, to keep it real, there's a risk with unders. All it takes is one hot shooting stretch or an overtime game. and suddenly you're sweating. But based on recent trend, defensive matchup, pace of play, this still leans under for me. So are you guys rocking with the under here? Or do you think he breaks through against a tough defense? All right. And going with our last pick, we got VJ Edgecombe with over 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He has hit this in 7 out of his last 10 for a 70% hit rate. He also has 100% head-to-head matchup. And going against guards, Miami gives up 21.6 points on the average, 7.2 rebounds allowed on an average, and 4.8 assists allowed on an average. We're rolling with Trey Jones over 21.5 PRA, Cedar Cower under 23.5, VJ Edgecombe with over 22.5. So if you've enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next picks. Let's aim for 50 likes again. I know we can hit that. And don't forget, take advantage of that Novig offer while it's still available. I appreciate you all for watching this one. I'll catch you in the next one. Let's cash.